Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the 1804 show, chapter 2. I'm your host, Dollar Will, and this is episode 46. Yeah, I was going to do an episode tonight, but one of my homeboys wanted me to talk about this topic because we was talking about this like this morning, and it really got to me to the point that I wanted to talk about it and wanted to bring up some things and just how it's hard being a black man these days, and not just everywhere. It's a global struggle. It's not just an American struggle, but it's a global struggle. And I just think that people just need to know what we go through and how hard it is because people really don't care about our problems. People don't care about our mental health or what we go through on a job and what we go through to take care of ourselves and so we can take care of our families. People don't understand that. They just think that we just all about money and looking fly and shoes and liquor and weed and a whole bunch of stuff, but it's just really hard, especially when you grew up fatherless, when you didn't have no father in the home. It's hard becoming a man. And it just, I saw all these statuses, talking about, I can raise a man, from the females and stuff like that. I'm not saying that you can't, but I'm saying that chances are, it's better when that man, that boy, has a father figure in his life. Because I can only speak from my experiences, you know what I'm saying? My mom, she couldn't raise me to the point that I could be a man, you know what I'm saying? My mom did the best she could, you know what I'm saying? But it just wasn't good enough. And they always ask us, what makes us be so intrigued by being in a gang and want to, jump off the porch and get in the streets. It's because, you're surrounded by masculinity. And that's as real as it gets, And I know a lot of us, me, I wasn't no gangster, I wasn't no thug or anything like that, but I was just looking for acceptance. So I used to hang around with men, with boys and stuff like that. So I can learn how to become a man, what it was like. Because I was raised by women in my household. My brother was already out the house when he was coming up and everything. So when I was 5, he was already out the house in the military. So I just had my sister, my mom. So it was just kind of, painful a little bit because I didn't know who I was. I didn't know my identity. And you get a sense of identity when you hang around certain people. And they teach you the ropes, they teach you the ins and outs, they teach you the rules, because there's rules that comes with this and stuff. And you just have a lot of people, you know, grew up different house settings, was raised differently, and all I can say is that, I just wanted to feel some type of belonging. But it's just, it's tough, especially when you're the kid that looks like their daddy. When you look like your dad, Your mom don't like them, it's hard. You're gonna get the worst treatment. And I just, try to explain to people that it's tough on us, especially like when we going through depression and we going through anxiety, we're going through trauma and stuff. Since we don't get the proper healing circles and we don't get the proper care, you know, we lead to self-destruction. And I just try to let everybody know that it's not easy on our behalf. It's never going to get better in our aspect because everybody just think that we don't go through anything. And just like the stuff that's been happening, like we have one of the biggest rappers get murdered and stuff. And you have people talking about, oh, you can't be mourning, or you can't show empathy, you can't be sad. And I'm just like, damn, like when did we ever get to this point that we can't express ourselves or be saddened by a lost? You know what I'm saying? It's just always about attention. People love to make it insensitive comments about how you supposed to feel about something. They pass cliches every day, and nothing's easy. Some things it just takes longer than others to get over. But I just always been that type of dude to just give my respects, regardless of if I know the person or not, because I know laws and I know what death really is. It's just a forever thing. It's over, and everybody just you know using certain tragedies to be ignorant and be dumb and be um, condescending. And it's all about just showing love. And when you love yourself, it's easy to give love to other people, especially when they in a tough circumstance. And sometimes you just have to like, not say nothing at all. Sometimes it's just best to shut up. And that phrase, when you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. And people just be getting bold with certain statements and feeling bold to be disrespectful because they unhappy in their lives. Look, if anything, you're supposed to be responsible for your healing, nobody else. And I can't heal anybody. I'm only one man. I'm only human. I'm just trying to spread peace and awareness, but also tell the truth when it's necessary. And the truth needs to be told a lot of times because people just be talking on the other side of their neck. And we got to, stop attacking each other, stop attacking our own. It's so easy to attack our own, especially our own man. When it comes to the females, you know, we hear nigga every day. Everybody ain't no nigga. Just because I'm a black man, that doesn't mean I'm a nigga. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that went to their grave hearing that last word. And to me, I don't like to be called that. I don't respect being called that. And I refuse to be addressed it as such. And we got to keep telling ourselves, like, when did we become so hateful towards each other? Where, like, one of us gone and people just feel like, oh, you gotta stop, getting clout. And when did people become fans of this person? And I just I don't get it. When did this happen? And it just be sickening. Like when did we ever become so hateful towards each other? I love everybody. I have no hate in my heart for nobody. If anything, I want everybody to win. Even though everybody is content with the level that they at, that's fine, that's cool, that's dandy. But we got to come to a point where we stay on code, we respect each other. Everything doesn't have to be a debate, everything doesn't have to be a cross examination. It can just be genuine, it can be love, it can be real love. And I have lost a lot of respect for a lot of people because it's just, when you know how somebody think and how someone perception is, it's just that, how can you respect them after they breathe ignorance and drama and chaos, and it's just a lot of people like that are just working for the devil. They talk about God, they talk about Jesus and stuff like that, but yet, they for the devil. You know, can't serve two masters, and everything isn't and shouldn't be put on display. And if you feel a certain way about somebody or individual, sometimes you just gotta keep it to yourself. Sometimes you just gotta mind your own business because it's real out here. There's so many people dying over senseless shit, over stuff that's not even honorable. So many people got killed over a female. So many people got killed because of they jealous of them or they hate them or for no reason. It's just so petty. You could just have a sit down with somebody, but it's just really hard. The street life and then the professional life. The 9 to 5, and you going to work every day, and you gotta get reminded about how much of a slave you are every day when you see successful people making six figures while you at the bottom, making pennies and just, washing dishes or taking out the trash or just, little incentives, even though like you do the bare minimum, you play the most important part and nobody's going to say, I appreciate you, like janitors and maintenance people and stuff like that. Their good deeds goes on unnoticed. But you do that so you can feed your family. You do that in order to take care of yourself, to hold down a fort and stuff. But people just really don't be understanding how much of a mental strain that takes on you. And I just like to just inform people that it's okay to do right. It's okay to just, wait your turn. It's There's no justice and hate. There's no justice and envy. There's no justice and wanting a person dead because you want their spot or you want their life, you want their girl, you want their car, you want their money, you want their swag or whatever. And it just really hurts me knowing how much of our people hate each other and hate one another. We just got to do better. So many people play tough guy, and it's not even that damn serious. Like, so many people are emotional, and it's not even that deep. It's not even that serious to be playing like you gangster, like you tough. A lot of y'all don't even know what gangsters is. Gangster is getting up out of work, and when you dead tired, and making sure you punch in the clock and you working and you trying to stay disciplined. And it's not about trying not to get fired, but it just, you realized how hard it is to make your money. Everybody wants a handout. Everybody wants, a overnight celebrity status, but it don't work like that. It takes work to get to the next level, and people just want a free ride. And I may not be rich, I may not have a lot of money, I may not have millions or thousands of dollars and shit like that, but I have worked for everything that I have. Nothing was ever given to me. And I can honestly say that I'm a real man because I take care of myself. I take care of the people that I love. You know, I'm an independent person, and I don't care about trying to be popular, or I'm just trying to be great. I'm just trying to lead by example because I'm gonna be somebody. Regardless of what people say or regardless of what people think about me, I have lived it. I have done what I said what I was going to do. Y'all followed me from the beginning of the show and this platform, and how greatly it has grown in these past 10 months. And it's just people hate to see anybody doing good. And it's not just Saginaw, but it's the world. They hate to see somebody from their hometown, their prodigal son, to come up from being an outcast or being considered lame or be considered being a nerd or this and that. They hate when somebody come up and blow up. And I don't know where that come from. I didn't do this to get friends. I didn't do this to get attention. I did this to change my life, to do something that I wanted to do something that I dream of doing. Because I always had this hidden gift of touching people and talking to people. And that's why I do this. I don't do this for anybody else's approval or validation. I do this for this will help me change my living situation. It will help me change my financial situation. And then this will help me change my family structure and dynamic. I'm just trying to put my nieces and my nephew through college until I have children. You know what I'm saying? Once I get children, then I can focus on them. But since I don't have no children, they the same equivalent to my kids. So I'm just trying to see them grow, and I'm trying to see them succeed and excel in life. But I'm just trying to leave something behind to to show the world that I existed. You know, a lot of us die and be forgotten about in a matter of days. People really don't care about you while you're trying to impress the wrong people. You should be trying to impress the people that's successful, the people that's got some money, the people that will invest in your business and put money into your business. And that's what it's about. Forget the broke niggas, forget the broke females who hang around broke niggas and or the gold diggers and a little bit of everybody. Even the males are gold diggers too. Just want to leech off somebody because they ain't got the potential or don't have the work ethic to try to be something. But we just have to stop this mentality. We have to stop this nonsense because when it comes knocking on your door, you don't want people to um, tell everything that they know. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of snitches out here. Snitches getting free rides, snitches getting the love and the recognition and the prestige. They don't get punished no more. They don't get exiled out the community. They still on the block like they ain't never snitched. So all that street stuff, all that stuff that y'all glorify, that y'all, mainly watch the movies. Because a lot of y'all just be talking stuff and y'all ain't ever been outside. And y'all ain't never done nothing. But y'all follow these these fairy tales, these movie scripts that a person ain't never been in no situation that has written dialogue, and y'all go by the dialogue, but it ain't nothing to play with. That street stuff ain't nothing to play with. I know, cause I've been shot at, and when I tell you, it ain't easy. It's a scary, scary situation when you shot at. That's nothing to play with. All these guns and all these, stuff that y'all, be taking pictures of yourselves in, incriminating yourself, man. Stop that, man. When back in the day, before segregation, in the segregation area, um, we all was together. We all had money. We all dressed nice. We all wore jewelry. We all own our own businesses and stuff like that. We all was together. We all had each other back. We had that unity. But now, everybody just in it for themselves, dog eat dog world, and I can't respect that. If anything, I can respect somebody who's trying to make a change, who's trying to get out the hood, who's trying to, make their lives better, not just because um, they have to, it's because that's what makes a person a man. A lot of y'all, 30-year-old little kids never grew up. And it's time to grow up. It's time to focus on your credit. It's time to focus on your business. It's time to focus on your career, your empire, your legacy. It's time to focus on that. You know what I'm saying? Forget the stuff that doesn't exist. The stuff that's is totally irrelevant. And it's really time that we hold ourselves accountable for things. It's time to hold everybody else at a standstill when it comes to this gang violence and this gun violence and stuff. It was a time that we wasn't supposed to carry guns. It was against the law for us to own guns at one particular period of time. But we have to keep these young kids, at bay, because it's getting worse, it's getting bad, and it's getting dangerous because people believe what they see. They follow in negative images, even though it's supposed to be entertainment. Some people take that and just mimic it, and that's when it's the bad part about it. That's the negative side about it, when people um, reenact what they see on TV or in the music videos and other stuff. So we have to one day meet God and have to answer for the sins that we have done. And we got to answer to that. You know, everything that we do doesn't get um does, doesn't slide, you know. And I'm just trying to, let people know and trying to let people understand that, we do this to ourselves. We do this to ourselves. You know what I'm saying? When there's no love in the childhood, in the upbringing, when the person isn't shown love, they're not gonna love anybody else. The people that doesn't love themselves, I stay the hell away from them. Cause you're not gonna cause me my self love. You're not gonna cause me my self pride, my self worth, because you don't love yourself and you don't know yourself. So we have to be very careful about who we follow, who we listen to, because it's just a lot of prima donnas out here. It's a lot of divas out here. But yeah, I was just gonna make this brief, but it's just really hard when you're a black man and you got to go against niggas, you got to go against police, you got to go against your mama, you got to go against your daddy, you got to go against your job, you got to go against shit, the government, you got to go against a little bit everybody, it's really hard. And we just trying to keep our heads up. We just trying to stay strong. We just trying to stay disciplined. We just trying to stay prayed up for real because everybody is out to get us, even our own. And that's what makes it even worse. But yeah, y'all, I'm out. Peace.